Guys, this is Lisa with your weekly Lyrical Aspirations Inspirational Message. So, today I want to talk to you guys about energy takers versus energy givers. And I wanted to talk about this topic because there are far too many of us that allow people in our lives to displace our energy inappropriately. And an example of that would be say that you wake up and oh, you are feeling good. I mean, you are feeling motivated for the day. You are feeling just really purpose driven. And then you come into contact with somebody, and that interaction could be short or it could be long. But when you walk away, you just feel drained. I mean, your energy is shot, it's gone. That is because you just had an interaction with an energy taker. And so I want us to be able to really start to think about who these individuals are in our lives so that we can make an appropriate decision on whether or not they need to remain in our lives. And the one message that I want you to remember throughout this entire video is that you must keep scissors in your back pocket to cut the ties of anybody that tries to pull you backwards. So keep that in mind as we go forward with this particular discussion. Negative energy is toxic to your body, to your spirit. So, how do you start to identify the energy takers and the energy givers in your life? Well, let's talk about some characteristics of both. So, first, your energy takers. Ooh, I want you to think about the people in your life when I call these characteristics out. So first, an energy taker is going to be somebody that never calls to just check on you. They're always calling with a request. There's never a how are you? There's always a will you, can you kind of statement, right? This is very clear. This is very easy to identify. If somebody, every time they ring your phone, you're like, what does this person want? You're dealing with an energy taker. All right. They do not support your dreams or your goals. Honey, an energy taker don't care about your dreams and goals. An example that I have of that is I used to have a lot of friends in my life when I did spoken word poetry at a high level. I mean, I was doing big shows, open mics several times a week. I mean, I was definitely immersed into that world, and it was big for me. It was something that I was proud of, and it was something that I enjoyed being a part of. And then I had friends that would always be on my phone talking about their lives or wanting me to come over and hang out with them, but not once did they make the effort to come and support me in that. That is an energy taker. They're not going to support your goals and your dreams. Matter of fact, you may tell them a goal or a dream, and they might even shoot it down and tell you that you can't do it. Another characteristic of an energy taker is that they're not there for you when life gets hard. You're always there for them when their life gets hard or they need somebody to be there, but they're not doing the same for you. And I have a friend that was in my life at one time that would talk to me for hours on end about what was going on in their life. And then the moment that I flipped it and said, hey, let me talk to you about something I'm upset about, sure, they had something to do. Either their kid, they had to put the kid to bed, or they had to get on another call, or they had to go to sleep, or whatever the case is. They always had something else. Like, we'll talk about it later. I'll give you a call back. But then that later never comes. They're never there to support you when you're feeling down or trying to bring that energy level up. Another characteristic is this person they never reach out to you to help you before you have to ask. And an example of that would be say that you wake up and your battery is dead in your car. And you call them and say, hey, I'm not able to come. My battery is dead in my car. Now, an energy taker is probably going to start complaining with you, but not once are they going to say, oh my gosh, do you need me to help? Do you need me to come pick you up? Do you need me to do whatever? They're not going to offer anything to try to help it. They're just going to feed into your negativity on it. So the best way to think about an energy taker is to think about it in the form of a cup. Say that you have a cup and it's full of liquid. That liquid is your energy. Well, an energy taker, we're going to call them the scavenger sippers. They're going to come up with their straw, they're going to stick it into your cup, and they're going to just scavenger sip. And when I say scavenger sip, I'm saying that because they're going to suck all that liquid out of that cup, and not once are they going to pour anything into it. So, who are your scavenger sippers? I bet you've started to identify a couple of them now with these characteristics that I've laid out. So we've talked about your energy takers. Now let's talk about a couple of characteristics of the energy givers that you may have in your life, or that you may be to some people's lives. So an energy giver, they are going to be rare. I believe that only 15 to 20% of the entire world is an energy giver. And that's just because of the selfish nature of being humans. So what is an energy giver? Well, they are going to be grateful for the time and the energy that you put into them. And they're either going to verbalize that to you, or they're going to demonstrate it in their actions, that they are thankful for the energy and the time in which you put into them. And when I say they're going to show it in their actions, they're going to show it because they're going to be there for you. All right. Another thing that they're going to do, an energy giver is going to consistently challenge you to be the best you, to be a better you. And an example of that is with these videos that I do. I have a friend that watches them consistently every week. And they will call me and give me feedback, good or bad. They will say, you know, this was kind of annoying that you did that, or why did you do this, or maybe you could do this, whatever it is. But they give feedback because they want me to be the best version of me. An energy giver is not afraid to let somebody know that their thoughts and their actions were wrong, because that's going to help that person become a better person. And another thing that an energy giver is going to do is they're going to try to help you in many different ways. Whether that be just to be there to listen, or whether that be that, say that you want to start a video channel such as this. Maybe they'll say, hey, I'm going to share this with a group that I know that would be interested in this. So this is just somebody that's trying to help you to either better yourself, or to accomplish a dream or a goal, or to get past a challenge that you may have. But either way, they're going to be there for you. So now I've given you all of the characteristics, or at least the high level characteristics of an energy giver and an energy taker. I want you to think, are you an energy taker, or are you an energy giver? So now that you know these things, what can we start to do? What can we start to do to be better at giving energy out into the world? Well, the very first thing that we have to do is we have to evaluate the people in our lives. And I say this in many of my videos, your circle is very important to your energy. So make sure that the people that you have circling around you are not trying to take all your energy away. Another thing that we have to really start to implement is meditation. I had a friend recently ask me, Lisa, if you're constantly running after this goal and that goal, and you're constantly trying to fill in your time by staying busy, when do you ever take the time to truly evaluate what you're learning and how you're growing and how you're developing? So meditation doesn't have to be long. It could be 5 or 10 minutes, but definitely take some time with your thoughts and with your own personal energy, and make sure that you're, balancing it out by yourself as well. Another thing that you have to do is get out more. Get outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine, get some exercise, get your endorphins going. Make sure that you're not sitting in a dark room, which is going to not make you feel very energetic. It's probably going to make you tired and lethargic, maybe Ferris Bueller-ish, monotone. So make sure that you're going out, making some changes, getting out of the house, making sure that you're exercising. Another thing that you want to start doing to raise up your energy and be an energy giver is got to stop complaining. Complaining doesn't fix any problem at all. There's nothing wrong with telling somebody, hey, this is what's going on. I'm a little bit upset about it. But continuing to go on and on about it, guys, you're just circling your energy around negativity, and it's really just not worth it. And then another thing that I want you to do, and this seems so small, but it is very important, and that is you must smile more. I don't even care if you feel like smiling sometimes. When you see another individual, just shoot a smile at them and move on about your day. Eventually, that smile is going to be easier and easier to put out there into the world the more that you put it out there. So make sure that you smile. It's going to be an automatic energy lifter, not only for you, but also for the people in which you engage with when you do it. So one thing I'm going to leave you with is just a statement that I've heard before, but it's something to keep in mind when we talk about that circle and making sure your energy stays solid. And that is, if you want to fly with the eagles, honey, do not hang with the ducks. So therefore, if you want your energy to be positive and lifted, do not hang around nothing but energy takers, because I promise you, you're not going to reach that goal of keeping your energy high if you do. So with that said, guys, I want you to go out here and make this an amazing week, and come back and check me out next week.